Alright, so got some stuff from AliExpress and Shein, I believe. Going to be doing a little sort of cooking up lunch. So first off is this little knee mat pad, which is a lifesaver. Got this little Japanese pool saw, which I've got the wood handle version, and I've abused the absolute hell out of it, and it cuts really good. So I'm hoping this is the same. It does feel a little thinner than the other one that I have, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Just got a cutting board. Now I've got this little grill, so you sit over the coals there, but I'm just going to use that as like a little stand, because I've got a little stainless steel kettle as well, so I'll just have that on top of there. I've also got a little, undo it, like a little windshield, so block the wind where the fire is. And also got this little grill, which I want to be putting on top of the little barbecue thing that I'll show in a second, so you can actually cook food on it. Now I've got this as well. This was meant to be a cast iron frying pan. I don't know if you can see. You can just bend it like crazy and it feels like some sort of aluminium. So I'm going to be using that as a sort of a fire protector from the ground, so don't start any unnecessary fires. I've got my little fire kit here, so I've just got fat wood in here, and it came with this little kit in this bag. Had a ferro rod, scraper, and like one of those stainless steel, sort of like a blowpipe thing. So, and it came with a whistle as well. So yeah, so this, so you can blow into the fire, be more precise, get it fully going, which is quite useful actually. And also got this little stainless steel cup, so you could boil water in it, but I've got the kettle for that. But yeah, you can make a little brew if needed. And the main thing this is the little like fire stove. So it comes in this little bag, and you got all these little pieces you got to put together. So I might set it up on here. So I'll just set up on top of here so you can actually see it. Now I've got to try and work out, got to put it together. So I'm assuming the holes go up the top, they just slide in. That's going to be the front of it. And then I've got these, which you got a slot on the side here, and you got two down here. So I'm assuming if you want the fire up higher, you can probably put this little grill part up the top, just so you don't have as many coals. But I'm going to sit down in this one here. And I'm assuming this is put down the bottom so all the ash goes on there, not the ground, which is a good idea. Now I've got to try and get this in. Which is a bit harder than when you don't know what you're doing. I got them in. And that can go on the top there. that one up top there too. And there we go. See if they'll stay there. And you got these little pieces here, which from the looks of it, they go in these little grooves. Yep, just like that. There we go, cool. And then, yeah, just gonna set that on top and do the cooking on there. Can even, yeah, better set that on top, easy as well. So, yeah, so cut up some wood now with this pull saw and see how it goes. Alright, let's get some wood. I'm going to test out this pull saw, because this one, the other one, now you can see, so it's got much finer teeth on this side and a bit more aggressive on that side. And I have to cut these pretty small for the stove. Doesn't cut it too bad. Obviously a bit easier if it was in a secure spot. I've just cut up some sticks there, so hopefully that'll do for this. And I'm just gonna split them up a little bit with this. It's a Hung Fu brand. It's pretty much identical to the Cold Steel SRK Compact. So gonna see how it goes. Just put one through this little piece of wood, which shouldn't be a problem at all. Does it easy. Yeah, does it very easy, but it's such small, so. So it's got this little bit of fat wood. I'm just gonna get some little shavings for. I'm gonna hopefully use the ferro rod to get this started. I'm just trying to get these little pieces of wood in. And you have to be so, which I might take, very easy with these out for now. Like I've only just made them small enough, not all of them, so that one won't fit. That one just fits. So you just got to make sure you actually cut them to the right size, which some of them haven't done, but so the piece of wood that I had with that wood on, I've made it way too big, so I'm just going to chuck them in here and hopefully it'll still just get going. Let's put the smaller stuff on top. And hope there's enough airflow, it'll just get going. It's going to be fun trying to light it from in here. Didn't really think of that one through. I can only try. Right, so I've got the ferro rod and the scraper here, so let's just see how I go at it. Right, so plan B is hoping I've done a tiny little feather stick here, get this lighter because I just can't get to it close enough in there. So hopefully this gets going. There we go. Get this lit up. Hopefully that's in camera. I'll sit that down in there. Hopefully hope this lights up. You can see it's working pretty good. It's getting enough airflow. So this is the food I'm going to be cooking. This little pouch. So got a tiny bit of it's that pepperoni. Got a mushroom. Got a bit of it's a 4/4 lamb chop, and a couple of little capsicums. For Americans, what they use are bell peppers. They're like mini ones. So yeah. So just gonna cut these up. This away for a second. I'm just gonna do 2 long pieces. Now, I don't eat the seeds, so I'm gonna cut them out. Yep. Now I'm just going to cut this into 4 pieces, I reckon. Nice little salami. Pepperoni has a coating casing on it that's non-edible. Just got to take that off. Throw that away. And yeah, then got the 4/4 chop, which I've just cut in half because don't need a full one and it wouldn't fit anywhere close to on this little stove anyway. Even this one's going to struggle to fit on there, but we'll make it work. And I've got this, it's Lane's Magic Dust like barbecue seasoning, which is really good in my opinion. I'm just going to put that on the meat, cut it down, and do the other side. That should do it. So now just waiting on the fire here. Yeah, to go down to coals and then we'll start cooking. Yeah, let's put the little grill on there. Not worrying about putting those things back on because it's going to be a bit hard to now. And I'm just going to sort of give these like a quick sear. The capsicums and the mushroom. I've also got this little thing. It's like works as tongs, but also like a pan grabber at the bottom here, so I can lift the whole grill up as well with it. But it's cool how it works as tongs. So hopefully I do this without dropping anything. I'll sit these to the side just so they can warm up as well. Now, since it's such a small cooking area, this is going to take quite a while, unfortunately. These tongs work pretty good actually. It would be nice if they were a little bit longer, but it's working just fine for this. This grill is working pretty good too so far. Just want to get a good sear on them. Each mushrooms a bit closer. One more to cook. And then the little feeding gate here, it's pretty easy to get put it in as well, so works pretty good. Beautiful. Now I just want to soften up these mushrooms a little bit. Burn myself too. And hopefully by the time these are all done, be a good amount of coals to cook the steak and little sear on the pepperoni as well. And you got to be careful too not to hold these too long here because it's getting quite hot now, but since it's aluminium it'll cool off very quickly. Now I reckon these mushrooms are pretty much done. Got a nice sear and quite a bit soft now, which is what I wanted. Just be careful, don't knock that off either. And I'm just going to quickly sear this salami, pepperoni, then I'll chuck the lamb on. That's pretty much perfect. Now the fun part of cooking this steak on here. I probably should wait until those flames are perfectly gone, so it's just coals, but in a time rushed at the minute, so just gonna see how it goes like this. Alright, this is pretty much done. Watch me drop it at the end here. so there's my first little barbecue video. So hopefully this is cooked. Yeah, I reckon that turned out pretty good. So if you enjoyed, just let me know, and yeah, plan on making a lot more of these videos as well.